ist antidotischer Stadt now.
MSNBC is a crack house for intravenous idiocy. This podcast is the common sense rehab. And now your leftist detox counselor, Brock Lawley.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brock Lawley. I am the Atheist Antidote. Thank you for listening to this podcast, a cornucopia of Christian conservative commentary, sure to leave your tummy full, just like grandmother cooking up some Thanksgiving Day dinner. And we leave all the leftists at the kiddie table, sucking on lollipops and eating TV dinners, and we sit here at the adult table, Thanksgiving Day dinner. We wax poetic, kick around the great macro issues of our day. Okay, now the weekend was an interesting one, for me at least, because out here in the Midwest, not even a stone's throw from where I work, the all-powerful Oz, the dear leader, B.O., spoke right here at Ohio State. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And it was exciting. I'll tell you, I couldn't get a ticket. Mind you, I wasn't a graduate of Ohio State in the year 2013 to my great benefit and great fortune. But I felt the energy, the emotions, miles and miles away. As do all when the great and powerful Oz speaks to us from on high, with a slight echo on the microphone and his nose slightly tilted northward to exude elitism. Anyhow, the walkaway message to these young college grads with a minted, freshly printed college degree. What was the message? Why our government is a nothing, is a no way, absolutely zilch, a tyrannical state. And you should not fear it at all. And anybody who says so, anyway, you need to just distance yourself from such organizations. Government is a great thing. A great, great thing. So those of you with BAs that want to go out there and make some sort of product or service, enrich your lives with capitalism, you disgust me. But those of you who want to get grafted in to the regime, why? Please know that BO's arms are open wide. And I will bear hug you. I will bear hug you into the bureaucracy of the state. Swallow you up like Jabba the Hutt. Yes, that was the message. That was the message from the great leader. That the government is nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. The government is great. The greatest thing you can do with your life is fundamentally transform the United States of America. You need to listen to this speech, ladies and gentlemen, because I assure you, it's pretty freaking crazy. And I gotta say, I truly do get why people just ostrich their heads in the sand and don't pay attention to any of this stuff, because it, day by day, hour by hour, it just gets crazier and crazier. For those of you who don't know, while the great and powerful OzBO was out there lauding the federal government, the same government, mind you, who is embroiled in a complete and total fiasco in Benghazi, a fast and furious scandal with weapons. By the way, it has to be the biggest irony of all, isn't it? You got these bureaucratic state thugs out there. Every microphone they get their lips around, they're saying, we need to just get these guns because, these guns are dangerous. These automatic weapons are seriously dangerous. And these clowns got caught funneling high-grade weapons to the cartel. They got caught, people. It's a fact. They gave guns to the cartel. Those guns turned around, killed at least 2 American citizens and hundreds of Mexican citizens. It's ridiculous. This world we're living in, this country, and the statist, totalitarian thugs that pilot this ship right now. It's just nuts. This guy gets an ambassador killed. By the way, nothing, no response whatsoever. And here, let me put an entire structure around that thought for you. This administration, this president says to Syria, now a lot of you people aren't paying attention to this, or maybe you are, but I wonder if you've thought about this. I was in the military, I've been in the Middle East, I understand the way these people think about things. And I'm telling you, this is freaking dangerous. He says to the rogue, volatile situation in Syria, where, by the way, there's this dictator. Now, the guy's a thug. Don't get me wrong. He's a bloodthirsty, mass-murdering thug. But the people that want the coup, the people that want to take this guy out, they're worse. So it's an entire mess. But the president says to this guy, you will not use chemical weapons. You will not use chemical weapons. In fact, quote, it's a red line in the sand. There's a red line. On BO, I say, no chemical weapons. Now, if you want to raid, pillage, steal, destroy, burn, that's fine. But you will not use chemical weapons. That's a red line. Now they use chemical weapons. Oh, yeah, we're going to use chemical weapons. They use chemical weapons. Now the Obama administration is like, well, the thing is, that red line, it was more of a pinkish. It was a pinkish hue. Actually, no, it wasn't a pinkish hue. It was written in those markers that we give our kids to play around in the tub. You can wash that crap right away, and there's a new red line. This is so dangerous, people. It's not funny. It's insane. If you had seen the mentality in the Middle East, this is that you could not do any worse. You could not have a worse foreign policy message. You could not handle this worse. And it's the same messaging. Well, we got to wait. We got to wait and see all the facts, just like all the facts in Benghazi and all the facts in every other scandal that pops its head up every single day in this country from this administration. They're always looking for facts. And then 8 months from now, that's a long time ago. I don't know what you're talking about. That's gone. We got bigger fish to fry now. It's crazy, people. It's nuts. And all this might seem like just boring political claptrap to you. But you know what it does is it goes into a filter of consequence. This degree of idiocy. And this is the tip of the iceberg with this guy. It goes in to a filter, a lens of consequences. And it comes out, when it comes out the other end, it comes out in bloodshed, danger for the United States of America. It comes out in blood, danger, lives. That's how this kind of dovish idiocy, that's how it gets translated in the real world. So you might not think it affects you, but it definitely affects you. This bumbling, mumbling, incompetent boy, man-child that's in the White House is really, really dangerous. And that's to say nothing of his soaked to the bone corruption. By the way, he goes down to Mexico and trashes the United States the entire time. Is there any precedence for this? Is there any precedence at any point in American history for this? Mexico should be giving the United States foot massages and back rubs till the end of time. We carry them. We literally carry them. Well, that was the world with a nice fat anchor tied around its neck last weekend. Thank you for listening to the Atheist Antidote Show.
Visit the Atheist Antidote YouTube channel and follow him on Facebook and Twitter.
Les productions